Mitrom and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps, your education channel. We are continuing our fascinating journey of RayalaSeema region, that is Ceded districts of Andhra Pradesh, Dakshin Bharat, Deccan. This is part 14, and we have previously identified 23 physiographic regions, geographic regions of RayalaSeema. Excuse me. If you know these regions, your understanding of the land may be enhanced, and you can very easily discern the socio-political, economical, historical events that molded the land. When I was a child, I traveled and lived in this area. At the time, I was not really aware except certain rivers. But if after this series, if you are living in this area or traveling, you see you are moving in Nandyal Valley, you are climbing the Erramala mountains, so you are now climbing in the train from Yadaki to Gutti into the RayalaSeema uplands, that is the Peneplain, the Guntur region. You are into the Tungabhadra Basin, you are crossing the Tungabhadra river into Raichur Antharvedi, and when you are coming back from Tadipatri, you are in the Kadapa Basin, and you hit Kadapa and Bakrapeta, you are entering into the Rajampeta Valley Basin. When you exit at Renugunta, you are in Chandragiri Basin. All these, the fascinating things will be very clear to you. If you are interested in the culture of the land, this series will enhance your ability of the land more. If you spend the time of watch the videos A to Z, the entire 15 to 20 minutes or so. So I have identified these 23 regions. Initially, I will add other regions later. So this is the part 4, RayalaSeema region, Nandyal Valley. The valley is called based upon the largest urban center in that area, Nandyal Valley, but essentially a Kundu Valley. You see the Kundu river. Part 9 here is the Nandyal Valley. The Kundu river joins near Kamalapuram into Pinakini river. It is on the left-hand tributary of Penna river, Pinakini river, that winds into the fascinating RayalaSeema region from Nandi hills of Bangalore Plateau to Gangasagar, the Bay of Bengal. This is the northern tributary. We are talking about Nandyal Valley. We talked about the Kadapa Basin, Rajampeta Basin before. And this is our fascinating RayalaSeema series, Mitram Bandhuva. And the land of saintly king Rajarshi Krishna Devaraya passed away 1530. That is 35 years before the very big battle of Bharat, that's the battle of Talikota, that is as important as the battles of Panipat in Bharat. We are in this series 15, that is Nandyal Valley. And if you are new to our presentation, Mitram Bandhu, that is South Asia Maps J Ready, I have more than 400 videos as of 2023 July, and they are made in diverse varied topics with immaculate maps, pictures, icons, that if you are fascinated to learn of Mother Bharat, I have put a lot of effort for you. You can take advantage of that. That is at our YouTube channel. This is the part we are talking about today. This is the RayalaSeema region, Kurnool, Kadapa, Anantapur, Chittoor districts, historic Ballari district, now in the Karnataka state, later Karnataka state, and overlapping Baramahal region, Dharmapuri, Krishnagiri, North Arcot, Vellore, Chengalpattu are also historically RayalaSeema, Prakasham and Nellore, Payangat region next to the Gangasagar Bay of Bengal. And this is the region we are talking about. Nallamala, this is the Nandyal valley. You can see this is the Hospet Dam, Tungabhadra, Giants Krishna, this is the Antarvedi. That is the Raichur Doab or Tungabhadra Raichur Doab region. This is the Nallamala hills on the east, this is the valley, Kundu river valley. Western part is RayalaSeema uplands. They are called by different names. We will look at these parts separately. Suffice to say, Erramalas here, that means west side Erramalas, east side Nallamalas. Nalla means dark, more, the forests are much more greener. Erramalas are dry deciduous forest regions, so reddish soils, lands like that. Southernmost part of the valley we can consider Penna river. Even the Nandyal valley merges with the Kadapa basin imperceptibly. That means you don't see the much difference except the river boundary. Northern portion we can say the Krishna Tungabhadra basin here, further Krishna river here, and this the Bhavanasi river here, Bhavanasi, the giants Krishna. We can say this is Srisailam Plateau. This is the northern portion of that fascinating valley. So what are the political boundaries? That's how these political boundaries, if you look at this, you may look strange, but there is a geographical content for that. See, all this is the Nallamala ranges are here. That's why the district boundary of Kadapa is here. Giddaluru, Besavarpeta, Markapuram, Irragondapalam are other side of Nallamala. This side of Nallamala is the valley, Kundu valley. Atmakur Taluk, Nandyal Taluk, Allagadda region, then Koyalakunta region, Banganpalli region, Nandikotkur region, all this. So this is the valley. Further south you will see parts of Jammal Madugu, Pruduttur also comes into the valley. This is the Lankamala ranges here. Up to Kadapa. So south is the Kadapa basins. The boundary is drawn like that. That means if you understand, look at the map and you will understand more about the land. That's what I am trying to bring to the audience through this series. I will show you different maps. This is not any repetition or redundancy. They will give you the clarity and understanding of the land. So we are talking about the Nandyal valley. So you need not remember them, that if once a broader idea you can understand it. We talk, this is the Nandyal valley part 9 here, right? The part 9, this is the Kundu river here. And what are the towns I mentioned, I will actually show them. Eastern part of Nandyal valley, this is the Nandyal valley. You can see Nallamala range is the almost eastern part. If you travel north to south Krishna, you can see Atmakur town, Velugodu reservoir town, Bandi Atmakuru, then Nandyal town, Gazulapalli, then Chagalamari area, Maidkur, and you see close to Penna Pinakini river on the eastern part of the valley. Western side close to Erramalas, you can see the RayalaSeema uplands in this area, the RayalaSeema uplands, that is Erramalas you can see, and Brahman Kotkur area, Nandikotkur, those areas. Then you can see Gadivemula, then Panyam, Banganpalli, Auknosam. Once you see the real map, you understand that the significance and how they put all these things are put together. And this is the, if you want to see the historical, at partition time before the Radcliffe line, how the political map of India looked. This is the Ceded division of Madras Presidency. This is the Coastal division, Coromandel division. It is a Ballari district and Kurnool district, Kadapa, Chittur, Anantapur. The enclave Shia state of Banganpalli princely state, other Maratha princely state of Sandhur near Ballari. That is the area. Excuse me. See, let's see the fascinating Nandyal valley, Kundu valley. Before that, I will show you why this is the valley. So this is the height. You can see how much height Nandyal town, around about 220 meters. Again, what exactly place in the town, again hard, some ups and downs will be there. When you see the Bangalore, we say Bangalore is around about 970 meters or so. Sometimes they maybe talk about the Bangalore cantonment or their Yeshwantapura railway station, something like that. Within the city itself, there may be 10, 20, 30, even more height differences. So it's a broader. So Nandyal is 221, right? And Pradesh overlooking the Penna is 146, right? Pretty. Then Auk overlooking the Erramala is 197. This the Velugodu reservoir is 277 meters. These are meters. Atmakur is a little high. How much it is? Atmakur, that is around 300 meters. The Kurnool itself is in the basin, Tungabhadra Handri basin. That's a different geographical region, 280. Important thing is, this is the Erramala range. How much they are? 450. So here around about less than 200, something like that, 450. Again, you change the height drastically. Here you change 600. This is the Nallamala. So it is essentially a Kundu river valley, Nandyal river valleys. And you can see this fascinating land. This is the Nandyal, now railway junction, right? They built a railway line from Erragunta to Nandyal. So Nandyal is essentially junction now. Erragunta is also a junction. See, Nandyal, Velugodu, there is a reservoir, the very big Krishna river to the southern part of the river going. So Velugodu reservoir, Atmakur town, Nandikotkur region, Brahm. So from Nandyal to the valley cuts through the railway line to Giddalo. This is the Sagleru river basin, east of Nallamala. So the important towns here you can see Atmakuru, Velugodu, Nandyala, Allagadda, Chagalmari and Maidukuru and so on. The Penna river will be here. The western part is essentially this part, Brahman Kotkur, Nandikotkur areas, and Panem is here, and Banganpalli overlooks the valley, and Auk and Kolimigundla. So you can say Nossam and those areas are also part of the valley, and some parts of Jammalamadugu. So those are the regions. And the meter gauge railway line from Guntur to Gomantak, that is the Catholic imperialistic headquarters of Portuguese in Goa, ran through this. That is from Guntur, Narsaraopeta, Giddalo to Nandyal. Then climbs the Erramala range, that is the Betamcherla, goes to Guntakal Pass, goes to Bellary, then goes to Gadak, then goes to Hubballi, then the Alvaner junction, then the Londa junction, then the Castle Rock, then goes to eventuality Dudsagar area and Sanguem and Vasco da Gama and so on. So this side it climbs to the Erramala hills. This is the RayalaSeema upland region. I will say broadly so that not confuse here. Again, this is the Peneplain, this is the Plateau, much more higher. You can see Kadapa Basin here, Nandyal Valley, Erramalas here. This is the Tungabhadra Handri Basin here. This is the RayalaSeema Peneplain. Means always remember Guntakal. This is the Peneplain. Adoni Guntakal, this region is the Peneplain regions. Ballard, this region. This is the RayalaSeema uplands, Madanapalli hills, the Bangalore Plateau, Kolar Plateau here. And we have seen this, and we have seen this. And how do we? Again, in the falling rains, we can see, excuse me, start with our fascinating. So you can see, this is the Srisailam reservoir, this is the Kambam Cheruvu, this is the Somasila, this is the Cheyar. You can see the fascinating Nandyal Valley, Erramalas, Kadapa Basin, Nallamalas here, RayalaSeema Peneplain, and this is the RayalaSeema uplands. We can zoom in, we are talking about. Always remember the railway lines, very easy. So we start our Somasila. So railway line is this is the Giddalur. So then it should be Nandyal. Then it should be Panyam. So that after Panyam it goes to Betamcherla and so on. This is the Guntakal junction, right? And Guntakal junction to, and Dronachalam will be somewhere here. The Betamcherla, Panyam, Rangapuram, and this is the Panyam. And you can see the meter gauge railway line. At the time it's meter gauge. Now it's converted, I think, broad gauge into the Bellary junction and Hospeta junction. That goes to Kotturu also. Then you see the Gadak junction. This is the Gadak junction. The Hubballi junction. This is the Gadak junction goes to Solapur. Hubballi goes to Chikjajur and eventually Tumukuru and Bengaluru. So and goes to Gomanta, Catholic imperialist headquarters of Portuguese, ruled more than 400 years. So this is the Velugodu reservoir, the Bhavanasi river. British built from Kurnool to Kadapa canal to alleviate the drought in this region. So the KC canal project goes most of the time parallel to the river also. This is the, you can see, this is the outliers of the Erramala range. So Perusomala, Tadipatri is here, Perusomala will be somewhere here, Perusomala and Kolmigulla will be here because this is the Auk Cheru, the tank there. So that means tank, the Nossam will be somewhere here. This is the Jamal Madugu. Even you see the Jamal Madugu. Some regions of Jamal Madugu villages are in the valley. So this is the Banganpalli, this is the Garladina valley, Jureru river joins Kundu here. So I think this should be Koyala Kundla, this is the Allagadda and so on. The Nossam should be somewhere here because this is the Pradutu, this is the Dur, Maidukur, Chagalamari and all those things. This is the, of course Nandyal, this is the where Gadlapalli goes to Giddalur. That is about the fascinating Nandyal valley. Very is agriculturally very rich region. Commercially Nandyal is also very important town. Produttur, that is other side of the Nandyal valley, is also a very important commercial town because the Produttur problem comes, it is on the bank of the Penna river, also overlooks to the Kadapa Basin, also closely connected to Kadapa. So this is the thing today we finish, and next we'll look about the entire RayalaSeema upland regions that are the three, that is the Erramala hills, Peneplains and Plateaus. Mitram and Bandhuvam, if you like these presentations, I really appreciate you joining my presentations. Please bring this to the notice of your friends and subscribe the channel as well. Contribute putting your any suggestions or any comments. See you later in other presentation. Dr. J. Reddy.